Hi, I'm Nick from Tabletop Duo, and today you will learn how to play Uno Spin. Setup: place the spin wheel in the center of play. Choose a dealer, shuffle the cards, and deal 7 cards to each player. Place the remainder of the deck face down in the center of play to form the draw pile. Flip over the top card to form the discard pile. If it's an action card, draw until it's a number card. And now you're ready to learn how to play. The object of the game is to be the first player to get rid of all the cards in your hands. The player to the left of the dealer goes first. On your turn, you must match a card from your hand to the card on top of the discard pile, either by number, color, or action card symbol. If you don't have a card that matches the one on the discard pile, you must draw a card. Note that if the card you drawn can be played, play it. Then play moves to the next player to your left. Let's learn about the action cards. If you play a spin card, which are the cards with the swirling pattern around the number, you must spin the wheel. If it lands on a color draw, you must draw cards from the draw pile until you get a card of that color. If it lands on wild color draw, you must choose a color and then draw cards until you get a card of that color. If it lands on color discard, choose a color and take all the cards of that color from your hand and place them on the bottom of the discard pile. If you land on swap hands, choose another player and swap hands with them. And if you play on 2x, beginning with the next player in current order, all players get to play 2 cards on their turn, if they are able. Note that this lasts until the wheel is spun again. If you play a draw 2 card, the next player must draw 2 cards, and skip their turn. If you play a skip card, the next player in order loses their turn. The reverse card reverses the direction of play from clockwise to counterclockwise and vice versa. The wild card can be played on any color and the player who played it gets to choose the next color. When the wild draw 4 card is played, the player who played it gets to choose the color that continues play. Then, the next player must draw 4 cards and lose their turn. However, a player may only play this card when they do not have another card in hand that matches the color on the discard pile. Players can bluff and play it even if the rule is not respected, but if another player challenges the play, the challenged player must show their hand. If challenged player is innocent, the player that challenged him must draw 6 cards. If challenged player is guilty, they must draw 4 cards. When a player plays their next to last card, they must say Uno to indicate they have 1 card left. If they don't say Uno and they are caught before the next player begins their turn, they must draw 2 cards. The first player to get rid of all their cards wins. And that's how you play Uno Spin. If you like Uno, check these other tutorials on screen. Uno has a lot of fun variations. See you next time!